Hello kids, Shubhamangalam at Liquid Scholars. Myself Sukhdeep. I'll be taking class 6 for today and I'm teaching you science and we are dealing with lesson number 1. We were done with the explanation. Hope you have read the lesson and you've noted the hard words in your in your class works, the keywords which are given after the lesson. Right now, today we need to discuss the study material. So I want you to open up your workbooks or the study material. I hope you can see them clearly. You need to open this book so that we can do the MCQs together. MCQs is nothing but the multiple choice questions. I have given you the page number over here for your convenience. It's page number 11. Okay, everybody is going to open page number 11 in their study material. Did you understand now? Let's start together. Fine. So, your mother adds the following ingredients. You remember what is ingredients? All the components which go inside the food to make a proper food item. So your mother adds the following ingredients for smell while cooking biryani. Let me tell the options for you. Dal or chili powder. Do you add dal or chili powder in biryani? Do you add it for smell? No. So onions, is it for smell? Cloves or cardamom. What do you think? Cloves is nothing but the long. Cardamom is the elaichi. Yes. These are basic condiments which are added for fragrance or smell in a food item. Okay, class? Condiments or condiments. Cloves or cardamom. Cloves is nothing but the long and cardamom is elaichi. So you need to mark option C. There we go for the first one. Second one, which part of sugarcane is used as food? It is C, stem. Please mark C, stem. What is this kind of, propagation called as? It is called as vegetative propagation, where you're going to use the parts of the plant to, grow other kinds of food items. Like the stem of the sugarcane plant can be cut from the original sugarcane plant and can be planted in another pot so that there is a new sugarcane plant. You remember what is vegetative propagation? So it is the stem of the sugarcane that you're going to, eat as food also. Okay, you need to use a lot of pressure to, slide it down. Okay, lynch it apart. Drumstick is a fruit. So option B. Fourth one is roosters are used as meat. They are birds basically which will be used as meat. Okay, so please mark option A for the fourth one. Fifth one, among the following, which is a condiment? I just told you. Condiments are spices which, add fragrance or a different flavor to your food, like long and elaichi, like the cloves and cardamom in the first question. So here, what is a condiment? Let me read out the options for you. Almond. Almond is basically badam. Kishmish. Cashew nuts is kaju. And D option is elaichi. Elaichi is nothing but cardamom. Okay. Elaichi is added to biryanis and all, even to gulab jamuns, basically to add on the flavor. Okay. In mustard, next one, sixth one. In mustard, which is used as food. So in the mustards, the mustard seeds are going to be taken and they're going to compressed under certain pressure so that they release oil, and the mustard oil will be used for cooking them. Okay, class? So now sixth one is option B. Seventh one, the main food in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a North Indian city. So basically in North India, people prefer rotis over rice. Okay, so what do you think is the main food in Rajasthan over here? It is roti. Seventh one, C. Okay, class. Eighth one, which of the following items is prepared by steaming? So options are puri, dosa, rice or idli. Okay, you remember while I was teaching you the lesson, I told you what is the process of steaming, and I also gave you examples which kind of foods are made through steaming, like idli and momos. Basically, you're going to use water in the container. Okay, so now eighth one is option D. Ninth one, fruits are often preserved in. Okay, fruits, you need to maintain the sucrose level of the fruits, the sweet level. So you need to preserve them in sugar syrup. So ninth one is option C. Tenth one, preservatives are used for. Why are preservatives used? So that your food lasts for a longer duration of time, they remain fresh. Let's look at the options over here. Preservatives are used for fast cooking, yes. Enriching the taste, this means enhancing the taste. To preserve food for some time, of course. Option D, all the above. So it is D, all the above. Fish are preserved by this method, drying. Okay, drying is a method that is, used for fishing, used for fishes, used for preserving fishes. There is one more, canning. You preserve them in cans. That's not mentioned over here basically. So you need to mark option B. 12th one, tomatoes contain this vitamin. They contain vitamin C, and that is present because of the presence of an acid in tomatoes called as oxalic acid. So the option over here is D. Okay, onions contain excellent. Option A, antioxidants. What do you mean by antioxidants? They don't get oxidized or corroded very easily. Okay, they're not going to change the color so easily when they're exposed to moisture. The next one is anti-allergy substances. Of course, onions help to counteract allergic substances in your body. And antihistamine properties. What is antihistamine? Antihistamine is basically, some people, they eat few kinds of food and they get itching all over their faces and some red bumps also. Okay, such properties are nothing but histamine. Onions have antihistamine properties. So whenever you get some itch when you're eating a food, it's better you avoid those kinds of food and prefer eating onions over them. So option D, all of the above. Which of the following are expensive? This is interesting. Vegetables, dry fruits, honey, or fruit. It is dry fruits which are basically, pretty expensive. Okay. The preservation methods for them are also expensive. And you must have watched this advertisements of California almonds. Okay. So they are also rarely found at places, basically. 15th one, taste of food is based on its ingredients, the materials. Yes or no? It all depends on the materials that you are going to use to make the food item, that you can guess what kind of food item is it going to be. Is it going to be sour, bitter, salty, sweet, and so on. So it's option A. Fine. Peanuts contain beneficial. Peanuts contain fats. Okay. They are good sources of fats. 17th one, among the following which is hard to digest? Again, peanuts, because it is difficult for the system to break it down into smaller and smaller parts. This is 7. Okay. Now 18th one, dash is the main food item in Haryana. Options are maize, rice, chapati, and bajra. Now bajra ke rotis are very famous in Haryana, so the option should be option D. 19th one, dash belongs to condiments. I told you there are some spices which enhance the flavor of the food item when they are added, because they contain some extra fragrance or extra smell, a good, aroma. So what do you think is the option over here? Is it pepper? Yes, it is pepper. Turn to page number 12. So we are on page number 12 now. Okay, dash is the preservative of jams and fruit juice. Jams and fruit juice, when you taste them, what is the taste like? It is sweet, yes or no? So what amongst the option has a sweet taste? Let's see together. Drying is a method. Second, adding only salt. Does salt give you a sweet taste? No. Third one, adding salt, chili powder and oil in a jam. Do you think so? Where do we add all these things? In pickles. It is option D, honey. In dash process, idli is made. We just did it. What is it? Steaming. Very good. I hope you have already marked it. Okay, next we have, which of the following is the correct answer? Basically, it is a match the following. You need to match it. You get the eggs from hen. You get jaggery from plants. Mutton from animals. Mushroom is a type of a fungi. Okay, I repeat it again for you. 22nd one. It is a kind of a master following. Eggs. Where do we get eggs from? Hen. Where do we get jaggery from? What is jaggery? It was basically the good in Hindi. Jaggery is obtained from plants. Mutton is obtained from animals. Mushroom what is a mushroom? Mushroom is a kind of a fungi plant, fungus plant. Okay, so now 22nd one is option C. 23rd one. For cooking boiled rice, we need only dash and dash. What do we need? Rice and water. Yes or no? Only then you can do the boiling. 23rd one, C. 24th one. Which of the following items is prepared by fermentation? Eggs, no, you prepare them by boiling or you either make an omelette. Potatoes, no. And fish, no, because jalebi. You're going to make the jalebi batter, add a little bit of yeast to it and leave it overnight. Then in the morning, the batter is all ready to be prepared, to be used to make jalebis in a frying pan with lots of oil. Okay, 24th one is C. 25th one. We get vegetables and fruits from. Do we get them from animals? No, we get them from plants. 26. Is carrot which is used as food. I repeat this one, 26th one. In carrot which is used as food. It is the root of the carrot which is used as food. 27th one. 26th one is B. 27th. In cabbage which is used as food, it is the leaves. We have done this table in the textbook already and I've explained you which parts of the plant are used as food in a variety. Okay. 28th one. Which of the following is the correct match? Now, honey. Who gets the honey for you? It's the honeybee. Cooking oil. Groundnut can be pressed and the oil can be retrieved from it. So cooking oil can be matched to groundnut. Mutton, some people eat the mutton of sheep also. Eggs. So eggs you get them from hen. So as per me, it is option B. 28th one, option B. 29th. What are the ingredients of preparing chapati? How do you make a chapati? By using the atta. How do you make the atta over there? Because the wheat flour and water. So do we have an option over here? Yes. 29th one is option C. Both atta and water. They wrote atta. Prefer calling it as wheat flour. Now 30. Which of the following is not an ingredient for preparing dal? Options are salt. Of course, you need salt. Do you need oil? Option B, yes. Do we need pulses? Yes. Do we need kerosene? No, we don't need kerosene in preparing dal. So 30 is option D. 31. Materials required to prepare a food item are called as ingredients. Okay, you have a good definition over here. We have been reading about this terminology, studying this terminology since the beginning of the chapter. 31 is B. What are ingredients? Materials which are involved in making a food. The part of 32. The part of a banana plant not used as food. It is the root. That is not going to be used as food. Okay. 32. The stem of banana, in some cities in India, they use the stem of banana also. Also in some areas of Sri Lanka also, the stem of the banana is going to be used to make a proper curry. And then the fruit, of course, the banana fruit, all of us eat it. Banana flour also. There are some tribal areas which actually still eat the banana flowers, not the root though. Okay. 33rd one. Humans are omnivores. What do you mean by omnivores? Both carnivores as well as herbivores. You also prefer eating fruits and vegetables and you also eat eggs and meat. So now 33rd one is A. Which of the following gives eggs? Does the cow give egg? No. Does the goat give egg? Does the donkey give egg? No. All three of them give milk. Because the duck which gives eggs. Which of the following is not a milk product? Butter is a milk product, of course. Amul. Do you know this? You have Amul butter, you have Amul cheese, you have Amul yogurt also. Do you have Amul honey? No. Honey is not a milk product. Basically, Amul is a company, a dairy-based company that, manufactures milk products. So, 35th one is option C. 36th one. The habit of eating all variety of vegetables, food items makes us strong, of course. Energetic, yes. So it is option C, both A and B. It is a good practice to, prefer eating vegetables and fruits in your diet, to include them in your diet. 37th one. We see fish being dashed for preservation, dried. Drying is one of the methods that is being used to preserve fish. Just discussed. We eat the dash of the cauliflower plant. Of course, cauliflower, in the name itself, you have the answer. You eat the flower of the cauliflower plant. It is option B. Okay, these are the common food items in our region as daily menu. Rice, dal, vegetables, meat, pulao. What is the most common? It is rice, dal and vegetables. So the answer should be option B. Okay, read the following statements. We use condiments in biryani preparation like elaichi, long and many other spices. So here, condiments are grown in some places only. That's correct. I told you they're very rare to find. So A and B are correct. 41. This animal is not used as meat. Goat is used as meat, of course, mutton. Dog in some areas in China and Japan, they still use dog as meat, but it has been banned. Okay, just recently, once the corona pandemic started, they banned the manufacturing of dog meat in their country, but it was being used. Okay, sheep is being used. There's sheep mutton also. Fish, of course, you use the flesh of the fish and people eat it also. But basically, as per me, right now, mark option A, that is dog. That is the most less used option to be preferred as meat, basically. So, match the following. Okay, boiling. What do you boil? You boil eggs. Roasting. What do you roast? Prawns. Aquatic animals. Okay. So fermentation. Fermentation is happening in what? Idli. So option C. 42nd one. Option C. 43rd one. Find out the source of each ingredient, whether it is obtained from a plant, animal, or something else. If it is a plant, mark P. If it is an animal, mark A. If it is something else, mark E. Basically, it is again a match the following, and you need to choose the correct option over here. Honey obtained from plants. So first one is what? Honey is obtained from animals. No, the honeybees. Sorry. Chips. Chips is obtained from plants. The potatoes. The salt is obtained from the seawater. Okay. So please mark option B. Basically, it's the honeybees who's going to get the honey, but the honeybees get the nectar, suck the nectar of the flowers. Okay. So you need to check the 43rd one from the table that I have given you in your textbook. Please cross check. I have circled it for you. 44. Fenugreek is nothing but methi. Methi, what parts of methi are you going to eat? It is the leaves and the seeds. Sugarcane, the stem. Carrot, the root. So 44 is option A. Okay. So now find the mismatched pair. This means which pair is wrong. Onion, the bulb. I told you, you eat the bulb of onions. Cabbage, leaves, of course. Asafoetida or root. Asafoetida is nothing but the hing. Do you eat the hing? Root of the hing? No. It's option C. Okay. Fine. Okay, the 46th one. The following plants are found in Ravi's kitchen garden. Mustard, gongura, amarnath and spinach. Find the leafy vegetables. It is the gongura, amarnath and spinach which are leafy vegetables. Mustard is not a leafy vegetable class. Okay, 46th one B. Basically, you're going to use the seeds of mustard so that you compress them and you get the oil, and that mustard oil will be used for cooking them. 47th one. Arrange the correct sequence of procedure in the preparation of tomato curry. Okay, let's see this. First, we are going to clean the vegetables. So, first, it is the option number 1. Then you're going to chop the vegetables. So, followed by 5. So, it is 1, 5. And then pouring the oil, of course. Then 1, 5, 4. Then chili powder and turmeric. You add it. Okay. And finally, you add salt. So, it is option B. 47th one is option B. Okay, I guess I need to drop it for you here. So now we are on page number 13 and we will be doing page number 14 and 15 right now. Okay, page number 13 is already done. I'll mention it over here. Okay, class. Basically, we have done from page number 11, 12, and 13. The 47th one starts from page number 14. 47th one is already done for you. 48th one. Read the table. Okay, they have mentioned the name of a student. The name of the student is Kiran, and what food she has eaten. It is rice, dal, milk, vegetables, jam, idli, bread. Very good. Lots of food. Neelima, the second student, what did she eat? Biryani, chili chutney, and roti. Okay, now look at the question. Who eats regular food items? Okay, amongst the table, in the table, who do you think? Kiran or Neelima? Between them, who's eating the normal food or the daily kind of food? Is biryani the daily kind of food for you? No. Definitely it is Kiran who has eaten the regular food items. So 48th one is option B. Next, 49th. Some of the following are not famous crops in Rajasthan. Not famous crops. Not Indian cities. So you need to know there's lots of bajra, wheat and maize over there. Okay, so what are the options given over here? Bajra, maize, rice and wheat. Which is not a famous crop in Rajasthan. It will be rice. So it's option C. 49th one is option C. 50. Observe the following table and identify which one of the following set is not correct. Okay, smoked fish can also be cooked by smoking it, and it is called as smoked fish. Even chicken, there is something called as smoked chicken in one of the dishes. Okay, pickle, you can definitely add salt. Jam, you can add sugar. Meat, can you soak in water and preserve meat? Of course not. So which is the mismatched pair over here? It is option number D. Basically, you need to marinate it. Okay. 51. Read the following lines, answer the questions. When you purchase any food item in the market, don't forget to read about its ingredients and manufacturing date. What should we observe before purchasing a packed food item in the market? Date of manufacturing and ingredients. Option A. Please mark option A. 52. What preservative methods are followed by your mother at home to store different food materials? The most obvious ones will be, if you are a non-vegetarian, then fishes will be dried. Okay, even these dates and grapes are also, dried in some of the cities. Also, salting and canning is very, very common. So, 52, option A. Okay. 53rd, read the following lines and answer the question. If you observe carefully, you will notice that there are a number of sources from which we get different kinds of food. Yes or no? So table salt is a mineral and salt is obtained from the sea. I've told you this. It is nothing but the basic process of evaporation. So 53rd one is option B. 54th, which of the following is not a root vegetable? Carrot is... Okay, this is also potato also. It's option C, class. Please mark option C. Basically, you eat the flower of this particular fruit, the pumpkin. Okay, the fruit of that plant is eaten. Wherever, if you have a pumpkin plant, it is the fruit of that particular plant that you're going to eat. 55. Give an example for animal present in B. What is present in B? B is meat-giving animals. Okay, let's look at the option. Hen gives you eggs. Duck gives you eggs. You don't eat rabbit. It's the goat. Goat gives you the mutton. So 55 is option C. 56. What is there in the picture? Long. Do you remember? It is used by your mother in few of the food items. So what is it called in English? It is called cloves. Okay, option D. It is a condiment again. 57th. Meat and egg giving animals come under. Okay, egg giving is number 2. 57th one. You need to look at the diagram and please look together. Okay, egg giving animals is number 2. Meat giving animals is number 3. So the option should be D, which is 2 and 3. What should we do before eating packaged food item? We should see the date of manufacturing. Very good. We should find out the date of expiry of the food. Of course, why do we need the date of expiry? So that if we have crossed the date of expiry, you should not consume the food. Okay, in worse cases, it leads to food poisoning also. Worse cases. So option number C, whether it is government certified food or not. How do you check whether it is government certified? It has a basic green color mark or a sunshine mark on it, which is nothing but the ag mark, AGMARK, or else it is mentioned FDDI. These are all organizations which check the quality of food. So 58 is option D. Also look for ag mark. Homework for today. Try to find out what is ag mark. Why should we check the date, 59th one, why should we check the date of manufacturing and ingredients written on the packaged food item before purchasing from the market? Okay, option A, outdated food spoils our health. That's true. So 59th one is option A. 60. Why do farmers store the rice after it is harvested? To protect from pests. Of course, any farmer would not like the rice that he has harvested to be eaten up by insects or pests. So definitely to protect from pests. Then to be used whenever they are needed. Of course, you keep them in a go down. You are not going to. The farmer is not going to use the entire rice at one go. So they're going to maintain it in a storehouse or a warehouse to keep the rice fresh for long. Okay, this is also correct. So 60th one is option D, 60. Question number 60, answer is option D. Okay, I will mention the Sakshi over here. Please write down sign Sakshi. Please note it down or at least see it and follow it. Okay, page, okay, study material. Lesson number 1, completed. Homework. Read lesson 1 and the keywords. I hope you understand this is and. It's just a symbol. I'll write it for you. Small kids. The elder ones have got used to all this. Okay, fine. This is the Sakshi. Study material has been completed. There were 60 objectives over here. Then in the next video we will be starting the new lesson. I hope you are reading the lesson. It is a very easy lesson. It is our food. You basically learned very simple and basic things in this. Okay, the homework again, I've told you in science you have to learn word by word. Okay, just skimming the book is not enough. You need to understand what is written in the lesson over there. And I also want you to learn the keywords with the spellings. That's all for this. Thank you.